The dry wind was blowing across the empty land. A young ostrich was running as fast as he could. His legs were shaking. His heart was beating like a drum. His eyes were full of fear. But something strange was happening. No lion was chasing him. No hunter was behind him. No danger was anywhere near him. Still, he kept running. After a few minutes, he became so tired that he fell to the ground. He could hardly breathe. He looked behind him, expecting to see a terrible danger. There was nothing. The other ostriches that had been running were already far away. None of them looked back. None of them even noticed that he had fallen. The young ostrich slowly closed his eyes and whispered to himself, "Why am I always running after everyone else?" Hi everyone, my name is Ayan, and today's story is about an ostrich who spent his whole life watching everyone else instead of building his own life. One decision changed everything, and the lesson he learned can change your life too. So let's begin. Far away in a beautiful open valley lived a young ostrich named Oren. He was healthy, kind, and full of energy. But there was one problem that controlled his entire life. Oren could never focus on himself. Every morning, before thinking about his own goals, he looked around to see what everyone else was doing. If another ostrich started running, Oren ran even faster. If someone found food in another area, Oren left his own food behind and followed them. If another ostrich learned a new skill, Oren immediately forgot what he was doing and tried to copy them. At first, this seemed like a smart idea. He believed that if he copied successful people, he would become successful too. But every day he felt more confused. He was always busy, but he never felt satisfied. He worked hard, but he never knew why. Deep inside, he felt empty. One sunny morning, Oren saw another young ostrich named Owen practicing his speed.
Wow,
Oren said.
if I become faster than Owen, everyone will respect me.
Without thinking, he spent the whole day running. The next morning, he saw another ostrich learning how to find food more quickly. He immediately stopped practicing his running.
This is more important.
He told himself. A few days later, he noticed another ostrich becoming popular because of his confidence. Again, Oren changed his focus. Day after day, week after week, month after month, he kept changing his direction. But there was one thing that never changed. He was never happy. One evening, Oren sat alone under a tree. He looked at the sky and asked himself,
Why does everyone else seem to move forward while I stay in the same place?
He did not realize the truth. The others were building their own paths. He was only chasing theirs. As time passed, the difference became even bigger. Some ostriches became excellent runners. Some became wise leaders. Some learned how to protect their families. Some became experts at finding food during difficult seasons. But Oren became average at everything. Because every time he started improving, he stopped and copied someone else. His father quietly watched him for many days. One night he sat beside Oren and asked,
"Son, tell me something. What do you really want?"
Oren answered quickly.
I want to become the best.
His father smiled gently.
No,
Oren looked confused.
you answered too fast. That is not your dream. That is your competition speaking.
Those words stayed in Oren's mind. For the first time, he realized something. He had spent so much time looking at other people that he had never asked himself what kind of life he actually wanted. But old habits are difficult to break. The very next morning, he forgot everything again. He saw a group of ostriches running toward a distant hill. Without asking why, without thinking, he ran after them. The journey was long. The sun became hotter. His legs became weaker. Hours later, the group finally stopped. Oren looked around. There was almost nothing there, only dry land and small rocks. One ostrich laughed.
We came here just for fun.
Another said.
We wanted to see who could reach the hill first.
Oren stood there in complete silence. He had wasted his entire day chasing a race that was never his. While he was away, the food near his own home had already been collected by others. He slowly walked back as the sun disappeared behind the mountains. For the first time in his life, he felt truly disappointed in himself. Not because he had failed, but because he had never even chosen his own direction. That night, as he lay under the stars, he couldn't sleep. One question kept repeating in his mind.
If I keep living like this, where will my own life take me?
The next morning, Oren woke up before sunrise. For the first time, he did not look around to see what the other ostriches were doing. He wanted to make a different choice, but before he could take a single step, a loud noise came from the valley. A large group of ostriches suddenly started running.
Come on!
One of them shouted.
Everyone is going this way.
Without thinking, Oren almost joined them. He lifted one foot, then stopped. His father's words echoed in his mind.
That is not your dream. That is your competition speaking.
Oren took a deep breath and stayed where he was. The other ostriches disappeared into the distance. For a moment, he felt afraid.
What if they find something amazing? What if I miss a great opportunity?
His mind was filled with questions. But after a few minutes, something surprising happened. Nothing bad happened at all. The world did not end because he chose his own path. Instead of following the crowd, Oren walked toward a quiet part of the valley he had never explored before. The land looked dry at first, but after walking for some time, he discovered a small area filled with fresh plants and clean water. He smiled.
If I had followed everyone else, I would never have found this place.
That single moment changed the way he thought. Days turned into weeks. Every morning, Oren made himself one simple promise.
Today, I will become just a little better than yesterday.
He stopped comparing himself with others. He no longer cared who ran the fastest. He no longer worried about who received the most attention. Instead, he focused on improving one small thing every day. Some days he practiced running. Some days he learned how to find food more efficiently. Some days he simply rested and observed nature. Slowly, he became calmer. His mind was no longer filled with noise. Months passed. One afternoon, a powerful sandstorm suddenly swept across the valley. The wind became so strong that many ostriches began running in every direction. Some shouted, some panicked, some followed whoever happened to be in front of them. Oren looked around. The old version of himself would have chased the crowd, but this time he remained calm. He remembered the safe, rocky shelter he had discovered while exploring on his own. Instead of following everyone else, he ran toward it. Several younger ostriches noticed him.
Oren, where are you going?
Follow me!
He shouted.
I know a safe place.
Without wasting time, they followed him. Minutes later, they all reached the shelter just before the storm became even stronger. For hours, they waited together. When the storm finally ended, everyone stepped outside safely. One young ostrich looked at Oren and asked,
How did you know about this place?
Oren smiled.
I found it because I stopped chasing everyone else.
His answer stayed in their minds. News quickly spread across the valley. Many animals began respecting Oren, but something inside him had changed. This time, he did not feel proud because others admired him. He felt peaceful because he had finally learned to admire himself. One evening, while watching the sunset, the wise old tortoise Omar slowly walked toward him.
I've been watching you.
Omar said with a gentle smile.
You no longer look over your shoulder every few minutes.
Oren laughed softly.
I finally realized something.
What is it?
Omar asked. Oren looked across the wide valley.
When I spent all my time watching others, I forgot to live my own life. I thought success meant beating everyone else. But success is becoming the best version of yourself.
Omar nodded.
Exactly. The tallest tree never wastes time measuring the height of every other tree. It simply keeps growing.
Years later, Oren became one of the wisest ostriches in the valley. Young animals often came to him asking,
How can we become successful?
Oren always gave the same answer.
Focus on your own journey. Someone will always be faster than you. Someone will always have more than you. If you keep looking at them, you will never see the opportunities right in front of you.
The truth is simple. Comparison steals your peace. Jealousy steals your confidence. Copying others steals your identity. But focusing on yourself builds your future. You do not have to win every race. You do not have to impress every person. You do not have to become someone else. You only need to become a little better than the person you were yesterday. Because real success is not about standing above everyone else. It is about becoming the person you are created to be. If this story touched your heart and reminded you to focus on your own journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another motivational story. And before you leave, I highly recommend watching my previous story, Just 1 hour daily. It shows how spending just one focused hour every day can completely change your future.